my name is Shane. I'm here to show you how you can fly with your medical equipment for free. Here I have your typical carry-on size bag. I can fit all of my medical equipment in here for free. You can fly with any device that pertains to your medical condition, your mobility equipment, anything you need as someone who has a disability, or those things fly free on any airline. Even though you can fly with all your medical equipment for free, some of us might have more than others. I do know of some persons who have been able to check their medical equipment at no charge at the check-in desk. I recommend you call ahead, and I always recommend that anyone with any medical condition calls at least 72 hours ahead to the TSA Cares hotline. This hotline will take down your name, your flight information, and your medical conditions, what you'll be flying with, and they exist solely to make sure that you are able to get through security with no hiccups. And that means if you have any problems whatsoever, they will come and help you, or they will send someone to come and help you. So if you have a condition like Tourette syndrome and you ticked something that's inappropriate for the airport, they'll have it on record that you're not dangerous, you just have a medical condition. So talking about security, dysautonomia, we need a lot of this in our lives. Unfortunately, we can't go through security with liquids. Most of us will need to pack an empty water bottle. You can bring, liquid Gatorade, but expect to have it taken away from you. I do recommend bringing a small one that is easy to chug and finish before you get to the gate, so then the bottle is empty and you won't have a problem going through. There are water fountains on the other side of security. I buy powdered Gatorade. Sometimes it comes in these packets. Half of this packet is one water bottle. When it comes to medications, liquids do not have to abide to the 3-1-1 rule. A typical person would have to have any liquids that they fly with be 3 ounces or less and fit in a 1 size 1 quart Ziploc container. We don't have to abide by that. We still do need to put our liquid medications in a Ziploc bag for security to screen, but we're not limited to one. You absolutely can bring as much as you need, and they do recommend that if you're traveling with very large amounts of liquid medications or liquid nutrition, that you do check it. Here is my liquid medication. My other medication, I have my pill planner, and then I've got all of my prescriptions here that I need when I'm on vacation. The reason why I bring the containers is because if there was ever a concern by security of what I'm traveling with, since I travel with so much, they can easily match the pill to the container and see that it is prescribed to me by my doctor. Next, this is my air compressor style nebulizer, and it's kind of cumbersome to travel with, but it will fit in here. Things like the little nebulizer pieces and stuff, these are easier to travel with if you use something called a packing cube. It's very useful for nebulizer pieces, inhalers, anything you need that's medical. Very easy to travel with. This is the nebulizer I will be traveling with. It's quite a bit smaller, less cumbersome. It will be my first time traveling with it. Oh, I already noticed I have some liquid medication in here that I'm going to need to move to my plastic bag. The next thing I'll be flying with are my nutrition packets. Many of us need nutrition that is either powdered or in liquid form, but I'm just going to slip them in there. My Gatorade packets. Next, I'll be flying with my weighted blanket. This is heavy, and that's why I use such a large bag. This has wheels, which makes it easier to travel with through the airport. Having wheels is great. So this has flown thousands of miles with me. I wouldn't say I have issues flying with weighted blankets, but security may not know what it is. And on the X-ray machine, it sort of looks like this is full of little BB pellets. They're going to be bomb sniffing my weighted blanket, which they have done in the past, and they may do for you if you travel with a weighted blanket. I haven't had a problem. It's obviously not a weapon. Looks pretty mouthful, but we can keep going. My inhaler, a heart monitor that I also need, a small spacer, but I'll just put it right in here for now. Another inhaler, a neck pillow can potentially be considered a medical device. If you're traveling with a wheelchair, you may want to bring a second cover for your cushion. Okay. Next, I'm going to be talking about what you should have in your wheelchair that actually counts as being free. Because mind you, I said anything that pertains to your medical condition, your mobility, anything like that is to fly for free. On my wheelchair, because it's broken, I have a strap, but I also have my bag. And in my bag, I have some tools, some traditional tire irons, a basic Allen wrench, a patch kit, tubes, a pump attached to my chair. These tools are supposed to be able to go through security. So this one, I'm not going to be too sad if it's taken away from me. It's not sharp, it can't be used as a weapon. The TSA website itself says that you can bring tools that are shorter than 7 inches in length. I think this is about 6, so it should be let through. My gloves, just for convenience, I have my wallet and my cell phone in here. When I'm on the plane, I'm going to take off anything that can easily fall off. I'm going to take my bike pump. I'm going to take my cushion. I'm probably going to take my luggage strap off. Anything that I have attached to the back of the chair. I'm going to have to figure out how to take this off easy. I could probably put this right there. When you fly, it's really nice to be able to sit on your wheelchair cushion. You know, it's better than the airplane seat. So I highly recommend sitting on your cushion, but you can just put it in the overhead bin, which is absolutely fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. So if you've watched this, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to contact me, you can contact me through Twitter or Instagram. I am Surfing Blondie. Thank you. Have a good flight.